What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a foundation review, and a few of you guys reminded me to do a review for this foundation, and it's the Sephora collection Make No Mistake Foundation and Concealer Stick, and I have it right here. I have this shade and I have a contour shade as well, which is right here. And I'm gonna just put it to the test, show you guys how it works. I will kind of warn you guys now, when I was first applying it, it looked a little bit off. The color was not there, but this is a finished look. You can see it all came together. It looks good. It just is gonna look a little bit scary when I'm first applying it, but it comes together in the end. Before I get into it, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. The button is down there, and you can hit the bell next to the subscribe button. I believe it's next to it. There's a little bell down there. You can click it if you want to get notifications whenever I upload. I do makeup videos, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of lifestyle. So if you like that stuff, make sure to subscribe. And if you enjoy the video as you are watching, just make sure to give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and jump into the review. All right, so let's just get into it. I'm on the Sephora website right now, and it says that this foundation retails for $20, and they have 16 shades, and it has a pretty good rating. It has a little over 4 stars. And then scrolling down to the details, it says it has a medium coverage. It's for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin types. So it's supposed to be a foundation that is good for all skin types. It has a matte finish, and it says it's a medium to full coverage foundation and concealer stick with a natural matte finish. The creamy formula does not settle into fine lines and wrinkles, and the stick format is perfect for easy on-the-go application. And I do agree with that. I think that stick formulas are a lot more easier to use, and they're a lot faster. You can see I have acne, I have a new breakout here, and I have scarring and all kinds of redness. So I'm really glad that this is supposed to be medium to full coverage, and we're gonna go ahead and test that. The first time that I went to Sephora, I got it in the shade Walnut because they only had this shade, and I think they had the lightest shade there. And so I was like, let me just try it, and it's more of a contour shade for me. But I recently went to Sephora and I decided to get my skin color, so I got it in the shade number 10. I kind of found it a little bit difficult to find my shade because the one right before this was too pink, and the one before that had a yellow undertone, but it was too light. So hopefully this one ends up working out. So this is what the packaging looks like, as you can see right there. And let me show you how much product you get. Ooh, okay. So you get that much product, which is, I think that's pretty good for 20 bucks. And I'll also use this color right here underneath my eyes to conceal a little bit. So I'll start off with this side right here. I'm gonna do this side with a sponge. So let me go ahead and start. Maybe I should have gone with the lighter one. And I'm even gonna bring it right underneath my eyes because I want to see if it creases at all. I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender sponge and just start to blend this into my skin. And it's crazy because when I was swatching it, it looked super close to my skin tone, like on my neck. It seems like it's pretty easy to blend, and I would say right now I'm getting about a medium coverage, as you can see, and it does have more of a natural matte finish because you can see here a little bit of a like sheen. All right, so besides the shade, I know that the shade is a little bit off, but I can still determine how much coverage the foundation has even though the shade is a little bit off. The foundation is most definitely more of a medium coverage. I can still see my acne all in my cheek area, up close and from far as well. So I would definitely say it's about a medium. I am gonna try building it up in this area just to see if it's buildable. The finish is nice and it blended out really easily, but it's nothing that I'm super impressed by yet. Let me try building it up. Oh, it's right here. Let me try building it up right here. I like, you know what though, I do like that it's not clinging on to my dry patches, because right here where I have acne, I have a little bit of dryness from when I do my treatments. So I'm glad that it's not clinging on to those areas. Okay, that's a little bit better. It covered a little bit more. So now let's do this side right here with my Morphe M439. I'm gonna sweep it all in the same areas around here, and then just tapping it all in there. You can see it did even out all the redness so far. I almost feel like it looks a lot better with a brush. Even the color, right? It blends a lot more into my skin than this side. This side looks like it's not blended, or like I didn't take time to try blending it out. That's kind of strange. That's never happened before. You can see the difference as I'm looking straight onto the camera. This side looks a lot more packed on. I'm gonna try doing a little bit more. So there. Okay, and that did kind of cover a little more. And a little more on the cheeks. Yeah, I don't know. I did layer both sides. I did 2 layers on each side. And this side looks a lot better than this side. It looks a lot more blended. It's still off, don't get me wrong. It's not the right shade either way. But this looks a little bit more like it can pass as my shade, whereas this side's just like, what is going on? Never happened before, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I did get a little bit of coverage here, but it didn't cover as much as I was hoping. Now, obviously a foundation is not gonna cover texture. This is clearly a bump, but it does have darkness on it, and it's not really covering, you can see right here, it's not covering the darkness from that. So I'm probably just gonna have to make that into like a birthmark for the day. I am gonna do concealer first and then go in with a contour shade, because I really want to even out the color of this. I feel like it just looks really off. I'm gonna conceal using the ColourPop No Filter concealers in the color medium and light. I'm gonna do a mixture of both. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at the way my skin is looking right now. Of course, I wish this wasn't happening right here, but that's not the foundation. That's just my skin being my skin. But I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna test this shade out. So this is 13 Walnut. I just want to see how this works. It does look like a warm tone color, which I like. There's that. I'm just gonna do some there. I'll bring it down here as well. Just blending that with my Morphe what is this? M492. Oh, it blends pretty good. Look at my forehead. It looks nice and like bronze. It doesn't look as big. All right, let's see how this looks here. It did dry down a bit, and it's kind of getting a little harder to blend. You can see it's taking me a little bit more, but it's still creamy enough to blend, and it's not messing up the foundation underneath, which is nice. Wow, my skin looks really good. I am pretty impressed so far. Let me finish off my face. I mean, you can see how it's looking already. Looks nice and blended. My skin looks natural, glowy, full coverage, but it's not cakey looking at all. So I'm just gonna blend this side, finish off my makeup. You can already get the idea of how it looks. So I'm gonna finish off my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back to tell you guys my thoughts so far, to do flash photo and all that fun stuff. All right, this is how my foundation and my makeup looks after finishing everything up. And I really like this foundation, especially for it being a foundation stick. I only have one foundation stick that I know works for me all the time, but it's not as like matte as I would want it to be. So the fact that this has more of a demi matte or semi matte finish, and it's also stick foundation, easy to apply, has nice coverage. I can't even talk because I'm so excited. It's on the lower end as far as price goes, but as far as quality goes, it's definitely up there. I can see why it's a high-end foundation. Easy to apply, it's not creasing, it's not cakey. It did look a little bit weird applying it with the sponge, as you guys saw, but it looks pretty even now. I made it work. So we're gonna do a flash test, and then I'll come back and check in at the end of the day. Right now, I don't want to touch my phone because I have my mic connected to it, but it's 11:32 a.m. So I'm going to check back in a few hours, maybe at the end of the day, just so we can see how it's holding up and if it's getting cakey, greasy, breaking up, any of that stuff. So let's go ahead and do the flash photo. So I'm actually heading out right now, but I wanted to do a quick check-in. I'm filming on my iPhone, so if it looks a little bit off, that's why. I am wearing a shirt, by the way. So right now it is 3:30 in the afternoon. It's only been a few hours, and I did a quick outfit change because I'm heading out right now. But this is how the foundation looks, and it looks really, really, really oily on my skin. I like that the coverage is completely still there. But it's just looking really oily. I don't typically do like a midday check-in, but I had to check in with you guys because I definitely need to touch up, and I wanted you guys to see how the foundation looked before touching up, because it's not fair for me to check in at the end of the day if I've touched up my makeup. But this is how it looks. It's still full coverage and everything, but it's super, super, super greasy looking, which sucks because it's supposed to be like a semi-matte finish. But I'm just gonna go ahead and blot my face really quick. So I'm just using a tissue and using this to tap off. Oh, and it does transfer quite a bit. You can see right there. I really wish it would cover this though. That's the part that sucks. I was so happy because it was looking really good, but it's not one of those foundations that like looks better the longer it wears. This one you most definitely would have to blot. Since a lot of the foundation came off on the tissue, you can see my mark right here a little bit more. And for some reason, my under eyes and this area kind of looks really yellow, but just an update of how the foundation is looking so far. Okay, so it's 8:00 p.m. I've been wearing the foundation for about 8 hours now. Sorry if there's a little bit of background noise, but this is how the foundation is looking so far. Why does my chest look weird? It's not really a long-lasting foundation. It's already rubbed off. I'm trying to get close here. It already rubbed off on my nose. You can see the redness there. And anywhere that I touched, like right here, I accidentally touched it, and it transferred onto my fingers a lot. Not like normal. It transferred quite a bit. And it marks wherever you touch, and it's not as matte as I was hoping. For wearing the foundation all day, it did get pretty oily on me. This is how it looks now, and this is after touching up that one time I checked in with you guys. I wouldn't say it's long lasting, and I wouldn't say it's like an all day kind of foundation, maybe for like a few hours, and if you're willing to touch up. So yeah. So those are my thoughts on the Sephora collection Make No Mistake foundation and concealer stick. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know you guys love when I do foundation reviews, so I hope you guys like this one once again. And let me know if there are any other foundations or products you guys would like me to review here on my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video.